All right guys, what's going on? My name is Donnie Emmer Jr. We're here at the FMF factory to bring you guys a little how-to video for Trans World presented by Bike Bandit. And today we're going to show you how to properly install an exhaust system. Now, I know a lot of you seem to think that's easy to do, but a lot of people, aka Don Ed, I've seen screwed up before. So we're going to properly show you how to do it. And if one thing I know is how to install an exhaust pipe, because Big D has instilled something to me over the years. So check this out. So we're going to start off with your easy tools. For this Kawasaki 450, it's going to be a 10, 12, and 18 handle, the easiest thing to use. First, we're going to start by removing the head pipe, 12-inch T-handle. Dropping bolts, no big deal. Then we'll go for the mid pipe. You got to loosen up the clamp on the header to the mid. Make that loose. Stock header should come off nice and easy. Really heavy. We're going to replace it with a light FMF Mega Bomb. Next step, we're going to grab your 10 T handle, and we're going to start by removing the side number plate. All right. Keep the bolts always in place, obviously. Next step is remove the big, heavy stock exhaust. All right, now it's time to put the FMF exhaust on. So what we're going to install today is our new Factory 4.1, our new aluminum edition. So this is a great way to have a price point muffler. This muffler retails for $424. Same pipe you saw on Ryan Villafoto's bike, winning the championships this year. You always want to start with the header and work your way back. And when you start with the header, you want to leave the bolts loose all the way back. So as you see, I'll put it all on, leave the bolts loose, and then start tightening them from the back forward. So. I'm just going to leave them just very snug for right now. Just get them on there so we can get the rest of the exhaust in position. And this is where the step where I think most people go wrong is they really tighten up the header right away, and it doesn't allow for the system to move. So when you bolt it down, it might be stuck in the wrong position, and then it's going to bind the rest of the way back. So this is the step where most people go wrong. So you always want to just leave this kind of loose and be able to float around, and then we're going to put the rest of our muffler on and kind of work our way back. So next up, we're gonna install the slip-on muffler. So this is a two-piece muffler, which makes it really, really easy to install. So we'll take the mid pipe. Get it in place, nice fit, hopefully. You know, we're FMF over here, so. Here at FMF, we provide you guys a couple bolts in place of the stock ones. So it's really, you could use the stock ones, or else we also give you a couple extra just in case. You always need bolts, so here's a couple extra for you. Again, you want to just leave it, just get it in there, starting to thread, just leave it kind of loose. That way, you know, everything's kind of moving around. It's floating, it's in there. We can tighten it in a minute. Final stop. Put this bad boy on. Bolting on some power right here. All right, you want it just to line up, perfect. Over here. Get this in place. So from here, this is where you start tightening everything. You want to leave this real snug. Not over tightening it, but it's in the right position. Everything's looking good. And now this is where you start working forward and really tightening everything up. Everything's now in place. Nothing's bound up. All right. All right, so the final stage, you've got your pipe on, you're ready to go rip. You can put the side panel on. Or if you guys want, we also provide you guys a 94 dB insert with spark arrestor. So if you want to go on the trails or you just don't really like a super loud exhaust, What this does is it's compliant with 94 dB at FIM sound test. So I personally like to ride with it in. It's not so obnoxiously loud, and yet I think it also improves the performance on the low end. It makes it really smooth to ride. The 450's got a lot of power, especially at KX. So this is a real simple, our rapid tuning system. Basically, you can take this in and out whenever you want. Slide it in there. And then you take a small screwdriver. Then we take our circlip that's provided, and this is how it holds in. So there's no screws or anything. Everything's kind of hidden. Really clean look. And the last thing you want to do, you buy a nice muffler, is to have stuff hanging out the back. So you just kind of work this in. Kind of press this in. It's just a press fit. Just kind of work it around. And it snaps into place. And so it's kind of like a snap ring circlip. And that holds in your 94 dB insert and spark arrestor silencer. And from there, you're kind of ready to bolt it up. It's ready to rip, rock and roll, twist the throttle, like Ryan Villapoto. I don't, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Let's go moto.